Now, I've talked in the past about my weight loss journey, and a lot of it has been on environment, on, you know, trying to set yourself up for the best possible success. And one thing that I think is paramount is identifying that finding some form of movement that you truly enjoy is really going to help you ensure that you are making continual progress. I think it gets really easy to get pigeonholed into thinking, I need to go to the gym and just get on the treadmill. I need to go and buy a new pair of running shoes and go run because I know that'll help me burn calories. I need to lift weights, which resistance training is certainly paramount to overall positive body composition change, and I'll talk about that more, in the future. But I think when you're just starting out, identifying what movement or activity that you really enjoy really helps you get some regular activity in. I think that we're looking at the energy balance equation, how many calories you're taking in versus how many calories are you able to expend. And oftentimes, as we get into that heavier and heavier weight that we're carrying around, we're moving quite a bit less. I know when I was in my mid 300 pounds, I certainly wasn't as active as I am now. 130 pounds lighter, right? I'm just my ability to be more mobile is significantly improved. In the past, when you're heavy, it just doesn't feel good. You have achy bones and joints, and you're just more fatigued, and that's a stress on your overall system because you're having to carry that weight around and move it around. And so I think if you can identify, ideally something low impact, while it sounds somewhat boring, just going for walks can really help get quite a bit of movement. I think you really can't put enough positivity around step tracking. It really is a true game changer into being able to find one normalized form of movement for you. What I mean by that is, there's all these variables that you're looking to try to manipulate when you're trying to lose weight. Calorie reduction, trying to add some lifting, I'm looking at sleep, I'm trying to focus on my stress management, and movement, identifying and targeting a specific amount of movement as a baseline can really help you, and you can see positive improvement. You can, if you track yourself for a couple weeks and you find your average, you've got a desk job where you're not very active, and you find that you're 2,000 or 3,000 steps, you can really make progress going from 3,000 steps to 6,000 steps. And I think that just being intentional with that movement, finding time to move throughout your day, really can help kickstart some of that weight loss and also help, again, provide a baseline for you to grow from there. I think, with the advent, I mentioned in my last video, the advent of walking pads at home versus having to go to the gym, it's a really easy way to get some movement in. If you're in a place where you're maybe not, that's not, an option for you because of mobility, even a recumbent bike. These are things that you can find on Facebook Marketplace relatively inexpensively. And you can just being active and moving, riding the bike at home while you're watching TV is a really good way to increase some of your caloric output in a low impact way, and then maybe move into walking. And then take that and look at it and go, okay, if I live in an area that's seasonal, I might have to get my walking and my steps in inside during the winter months, but come spring, summer, fall, I can really get out and enjoy getting out in nature and spending time outside. We know the value of being in sunlight, for example, and breathing in, the air and going out where you can. If that's not available for you, then another place for you, where can you go? Is there a park nearby? Even if you have to drive there for a moment, just to get some activity out, just being able to get outside and finding that movement. And then, if there's another form of movement that you really enjoy, cycling, find something that you can really attach yourself to, and really do your best to normalize it. Again, I'll go back to the steps, normalizing your step value. If you can go from 2,000 to 3,000 steps a day to 10,000 steps a day, you can hold all the rest of your variables consistent, you will see progress in terms of weight loss. You add in a calorie deficit, you add in some strength training, and you really have the kind of optimal space for someone looking to lose significant amount of weight to begin. If you can get to that point where you're gone from, you know, walking a little bit to walking a little bit more, to then going to the gym a couple times a week and really, you know, resistance training, and then, you know, dialing in your nutrition, leveraging your environment, you've got a really good set of pillars that's going to allow you to really make the progress that you want to make, and then sustain that progress because you've built those habits.